Let's see. Reading. As you enter, you head to the back where you know that your master is. And as you see him sitting in his usual back room with a little layer of smoke floating in the air, you also see another guest sitting in his lap.
Damn.
Pinning him to the chair, as she turns around to you and gives a little gentle wave. Your Gabriel begins to squirm a little bit as you and Greg enter the room, as he tries to stand up, but Moonshadow keeps him to his chair. You can see and smell a little bit of blood on her fangs as they retreat. You still are addicted to VtR, aren't you?
Yeah.
We have not resolved that in any way.
Nope. Think I must make a roll?
Let's see.
I think only, when it's offered to you, or when the...
when the chance presents itself.
Yeah.
As it is, there is a more powerful vampire in your way. Being unable to feed results in depraved.
Depraved, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll keep that in mind for later. I'm going to tab this, because we're definitely coming back to that. Oh, how nice to see you, she says with a nice big smile.
Well, before saying anything, I'll try to make a blood sympathy roll to see how Gabriel is feeling about that.
Okay. Let's see what we need to roll for that.
Yeah, blood sympathy. +3 on health sympathy based roll.
Wits plus blood potency plus your sympathy bonus.
Wits. Up.
Though that's the sended, not to accepted. But
I forgot.
You definitely get a few feelings in the room. A few thoughts straight from your master of his agitation, his fear, and of course, his need to fulfill a compulsion.
Ooh.
And you can see just in his face that he's struggling with it.
Well. Hello, Moonshadow. Hello, Gabriel. Nice to meet you. Well, nice to see you.
Gabriel is about to speak up, and Moonshadow just puts a single finger on his lips. So what brings you here tonight? Up for a little fun?
No.
Oh, so just catching up.
Yeah.
I see.
Catching up with myself.
I see. And she'll pull a phone out of her pocket. One that looks familiar. It looks like Starlight's. You can sort of recognize the pink and glitter of it. I just came by because I've been doing a little reading, and I gotta say, I'm pretty mad about what I've been reading right now. And though she doesn't change expressions or tones, you can just sort of feel it radiating off of her into the room. Just that predatory aura around her. I was wondering what you might happen to know about this.
About what?
About this R character.
Well,
when you were in the room, you you lot seemed interested in the phone.
Yeah,
I was wondering if maybe you found anything out already.
not at all.
Hmm, dang. Well, that's a shame. Because there's some business we're going to have to settle with him. As far as I can tell, he's definitely not going to be Crone. Not with some of these messages. Seems like Starlight has been selling out our secrets to him. For whatever price she's arranged.
Yeah,
I don't like this person. I want him dead. Or, at least, if you happen to find him, I want you to destroy every single Crone's secret that he has.
that was always the plan.
Oh, good. You're such a nice boy, you know?
Thanks, but be reassured our goals are exactly the same here. This R man fucked with me and used Crown secrets on me and my friends, so yeah, the plan is payback.
She smiles a nice predatory smile. Ah, I'm so glad to hear that we're on the same page here, you know? It's always good when everyone can just read my mind like that. She goes ahead and gives McGinnis a pat on the head and starts to stand up. Well, you know the score now. I know you'll do what's best. And maybe we'll consider this my part of your whatever payment you got, huh? And she just goes ahead and pats you on the shoulder and then walks out of the room. As she leaves, your sire gets up and rushes over to hug both you and Greg. Oh gosh. Oh jeez.
Are you two on? uh, What's the deal with? What the fuck was that?
Well, I thought it was a friendly visit at first, but it didn't quite turn into that. I think she's been investigating people who used to know Starlight. I think I'm in the clear, at least. I didn't have anything to do with all this nonsense.
Are you blood bonded to her?
He shakes his head. No, if anything, Starlight was aiming for that with me, but she didn't get nearly so far. I think she just lost attention. But she
Yeah,
did take a little bite while she was here. I
I
guess
saw
from
that.
me as well.
Yeah. Well, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm kind of thirsty too. You know?
Oh, yeah, sure. Let me go ahead and bring someone in. I see you brought a friend. He doesn't look
Yeah.
too hungry. But yeah, would you like anything? And Greg just kind of looks nervously. It's like I could use some water, maybe.
Yeah. Gabrielle, this is Greg. Greg, this is Gabrielle. Well, Greg is my goal.
Oh, well, it's so nice to meet you, Greg. And he takes Greg's hand and he clasps it with both of his and shakes it gently. You know, it's so nice to see that you're making friends already. Maybe you'll make a few more before the week's out. Who knows?
Mm.
uh,
Yeah.
but as he continues speaking with you, nice and casually, just sort of catching up with you for a little bit, a couple of humans are brought into the room, as well as a glass of water. They go ahead and sit next to you and McGinnis both. And McGinnis goes ahead and feeds from his.
I'll do the same.
Alright, how much do you draw?
3 points.
All right. You go ahead and drink it down and fill yourself back up.
Yeah.
But that smell of vitae is still lingering in the air. Your sire is over there.
Mm.
Goes
Hey.
ahead and leans back casually and spreads his arms over the chair.
Um. Hey. So. Mm, you know, there's no easy way to say this, but I kind of have a problem. I
Another one? How many problems are
no,
you gonna have a week here?
yeah, no, it's um. Well, the other day I was badly injured, and a friend of mine gave me just a tiny bit of his vitae to help me heal up, and no, I kind of got the taste for it.
Oh no. You're not feeling, how should I put this? A little more interested in this person already, are you?
Just a bit, but I'd only drunk once, only once.
Well, maybe you'll be fine, but
Yeah,
there's no need for someone so young to go trying to get another drink of vitae. That only leads to a bunch of misery.
yeah.
You just gotta buckle down and fight it. And he just holds up his fist all nice and triumphantly. Come on, I know you can do it. Ah,
Fine.
hey, that's my boy.
Okay, so,
Oh,
well,
I guess I've been leading you on for a few minutes, haven't I, huh? I
what?
did find out something, and I was interested in sharing it since you seem so eager to get around to getting on top of all this.
Yeah?
I went around to a few of the other cult bookstores around town. It was a nice time of night to do it. And I caught up with a few different friends, and uh, I might have learned a little bit more about this mysterious figure you mentioned with the car.
Oh,
Turns out a few others have seen him before, kind of lurking in their shops, you know? He's kind of been, after a few things.
what kind of things?
It looks like he's been after a few books. Everyone's sort of afraid of him. He kind of just marches in and starts making demands most of the time. But he hasn't been seen around in a little bit. It looks like he probably went to Otis Hill to try to find this book as well, and didn't get what he wanted. It's quite possible he may have laid down some sort of curse on the man, or maybe on the book.
Damn.
Well, as long as you don't have any strange books he might want, I suppose you'd be in the clear, right?
Well, I mean, the place was open, and yeah, I wasn't going back home without something, so I might have.
Hmm.
It was a fucking book on blood rituals, so
Hmm.
don't let pass this opportunity.
I wonder if whatever curse he put down might be affecting you. Wonder if we could tell. You think that,
Okay,
might describe what's happened to you?
well, I mean, I have a bit of strike of bad luck, but That I don't know if I'm cursed.
Ah, well, I guess time will tell, right? If you happen to have the book, maybe something will happen, and maybe you could get a little closer to whoever this person is if that's really what you want. For me, I'd probably just throw out all the books to be safe. Maybe make a copy.
Mm.
I think I got a Xerox machine in the back. I haven't used that in like 3 years, huh?
No, I think I have got an idea.
Oh, well, alright. I hope that helps
Yeah.
you out a little bit.
Yeah, thanks, Dad. And well, I don't want to say too much, but I'm working on a thing, and if I got results, I think you'd be interested.
Oh, that sounds promising. And you know I'm always here to help, but maybe have fewer problems for the next
Yeah,
week or
sorry,
so. Ah, it's okay.
sorry, Dan. I don't want to drag you in my problems. Don't worry, I'll
Oh,
be
I know
fine.
you don't, but well, I do need a break.
Yeah, don't worry.
All right. And you can spend some additional time simply catching up with him, talking and
Yeah,
having a little nice conversation with him and Greg.
I think I will.
And eventually leave about your business for the night later. Uh, Sarah,
Yes.
you wake up. You pull yourself out of whatever little concrete hole you made for yourself with protein.
Mm-hmm.
What are you intending to do for the night?
Well,
You do have a little bit of research that you found from our previous night, where
correct.
you also dug a little bit more into the locations where those cell phone signals were coming from.
Mm-hmm.
One appears to be a blood donation clinic, just a very small one, and this is the one where he appears to have been hanging out the most. The other
Okay.
one you've found on Google Maps, of all things. And you
Yay, good
looked
old
in
Google
and you see
Maps.
a very nice mansion that appears to have quite a large garden in the backyard. It's out of town, and you have its exact location. And as far as you can tell, there's not really anything else around it.
Hmm. Um, assuming that Adam's not busy, I'm
Mhm.
probably going to give him a call.
Okay. Just before you give a call, you do get a little note from Jacob. Talk to some peeps. Can tell you what I heard.
All right, I'm going to check in with him first.
Alright, you're gonna call him or gonna go visit?
I'll visit.
Alright, you go ahead and make a quick little visit to Jacob's home. He goes ahead and invites you to one of the upper store offices where he has like a good bit of paperwork just strewn across the desk. He sort of takes off his reading glasses and sets them aside and offers you up a seat. Well, this is very nice. So you wanted to hear more about this Lily Hunt character, right?
Yeah, whatever you got.
Well, I went off to talk to some of my clients. A few of them happen to, well, be of kindred nature these nights. So they had a little bit to say. Let's see. Let me read what I have here real quick. Do do. From what I've heard, um, whoever is down the sewers probably is stuck down there, at least as far as things go. And as far as Lily Hunt goes, she hasn't been seen on the surface in probably 150 years, from what everyone's telling me. She might be a little old.
When you say stuck, like, she can't leave?
Yes and no, I think. From what I understand, there's sort of a difference. Usually, when you kind of end up homeless down the sewers, you can't really work your way back up. You don't have money or anything to work up a new position or anything. And I'm sure she could hide somewhere else. But from what I understand, she has a little bit of anger towards the surface. I think she also doesn't want to leave anymore, even if she had the ability.
Hmm. So
From what
probably
I've
too far out of touch to bother getting new identity, new... Yeah, so stuck. Alright.
Yeah, and I imagine if you've missed about 100 years of history, maybe you're not quite on the up and up of what's about to do anyway.
Mm-hmm.
From what I've heard, she mostly feeds on city workers and charity outreach programs that find their way down to the sewers. Sometimes the mob. I think she probably avoids whoever is actually already stuck down there with her, of all things. Kind of interesting.
Yeah. So she has preferences.
hmm From what I've heard, she and her lot kind of all share the same feeling of anger towards the surface. They're probably about as disconnected as her.
Are they all as old as her, you think?
Well, that's hard to say. A few of the clients I have keep in touch with some of the ones that are stuck down below. They come up to the surface and have nice little chats and keep on the up and up of what's going on. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, yes. Recent news. They told me that recently their friends have been talking about a new friend of the moles that's kind of been making his name known. Apparently it has them agitated. They like the moles, but they don't deal with them at all. I think they try to keep a distance from them. I'm not quite sure what the relationship is between them though. Seems kind of strange, you know, you just have everyone down there with you. Why would they not want to take a drink? You know? Maybe there's plenty of rats.
Well, you can only have so many rats for so long, but...
I'm starting to get used to the taste. Oh, that was a joke. It's disgusting.
Sarah kind of gives him like a humorless smile.
But yeah, this guy they've been talking to, apparently he's set himself up as a protector. I don't think they like the sound of that.
So they basically don't like this guy moving in on their territory, and they're... Even though it's... These people aren't really their herd, either.
Right. None of them like it. My friends say that it's all kind of instinct for them now that someone's broken whatever rules they had. So they're just doing what any kindred would do, just laying down claims and bunkering down to fight it out against the threat. A few of them are saying Lily Hunt is gonna deal with it personally.
Hmm. That's not good.
Yeah. Apparently she treats the sewers as her own little haunted mansion, so who knows what she's gonna do.
Hmm.
Eh, maybe they're not so disconnected, though. I hear that a lot of the Carthians kind of think that they're anti-establishment, that maybe they could fit in and be recruited, but, well, again, they're a little bit disconnected from reality now. And they don't come to the surface anyway.
Yeah.
Hopefully that helps out Victor a little bit. He sounded a little bit worried when he called, you know?
Yeah, he's not gonna like any of this, most likely.
Oof. Well, better him than me, I guess. Oh yeah, I went ahead and asked if anyone was missing a child too. Nobody I asked seemed to know. Said they haven't had any newbies in a few years amongst themselves, actually. And nobody they knew lost track of one. Could just be someone they don't know, in some different social circle than the walking poor. One of them suggested, though, that maybe you could try hunting down Annabelle Sweet, their primogen. If you're looking for, your sire, she has a workshop on one of the lower levels that, acts as her Elysium. Maybe she might know something.
Where is this Elysium located?
It's on one of the lower levels, and he gives you the address for it.
Alright, good to know. Thanks,
All right.
Jacob.
Hey, anytime. I'm just glad I had an excuse to go talk to everyone. Gotta keep paying these bills.
So is there, much, demand for a kindred lawyer these nights?
Surprisingly, there's a lot of disputes between kindred, wouldn't you know? You'd never expected. We're just such a mild bunch, aren't we? And a lot of them need a middleman. I've kind of found a little role as that so far. It's been working out really nicely for me.
Any, cases you may need a fresh eye on?
Maybe. I could try, organizing some notes here and see what I got, but... right now, I'm a little empty for the night.
All
But
right.
I'll go ahead and give you a call the next time something comes up. Maybe that'd be nice to do with someone for a change.
Yeah, I could use a project that isn't quite so personal.
About this time, there's a buzzing sound in the office, from what you assume is some kind of doorbell. Jacob excuses himself to go down and invites Victor in. Victor, you have arrived.
I'm assuming that Victor's injuries are quite obvious.
Oh, yes.
I just remembered I could use VtR to at least take care of the lethal.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I guess I'm covered in burns.
Right.
Well, Sarah's just gonna kind of
black
plainly be
burns.
like, well, you look like shit.
Takes one to know one.
Ha. Fair. Should I be worried about this? I don't suppose Lily left her calling card.
Lily. You haven't told me anything about Lily yet.
No, but it looks like you may have pissed her off.
Oh, you think this was her?
I mean, you are kind of encroaching on her turf.
I'll have
can
you
only
know.
back a-
I'll have you know. I did this to me.
Oh, okay. That doesn't make me feel any better, really. Actually, would have preferred that Lily did it to you.
Is that some kind of weird mole man ritual?
No, I was being chased through the sewers by something that refused to make itself known. I tried my best to take it out myself, but I did this to myself in the process.
Yeah, you may want to reconsider this whole, fire first approach.
Huh, what was it like? What was the thing chasing you?
It was like a shadow. And most I ever saw of it was a shadow. Otherwise, it was like a series of noises that wouldn't, make itself visible.
Huh, nothing else?
There was a hand. I felt physically touched, but then nobody was there.
Huh. Nothing was there. Was it maybe something like this? He says as you feel your hair stand up and you recognize him as the source of your fears. Just that same agitated feeling you had before. And you feel a cold hand creep upon your shoulder and tap you.
Is there no way to resist this?
You can lash out.
Yeah, Jacob mentions as much. Yeah, you can try hissing at it, you know? It's not 100% effective, but maybe they'll get the message.
That was in character, by the way. I wasn't asking out of character.
Oh yeah. Jacob says exactly that.
Yes, it was exactly like this.
Yeah. The little hand on the shoulder trick is kind of a favorite, really.
It's quite annoying. I'm used to fighting people that'll, face you head on. Not this bitch move. Whatever the hell this is.
Well, it's not like it can hurt you. I guess that's the important part.
Oh, it can hurt you. The idea being is that they know where you are.
Like you said, you did this to yourself, so looks like you let the fear get the better of you.
I guess they got what they wanted.
I'm not done yet. I'll hurt myself a lot more before this is over.
So that's it? You're gonna start a turf war with this, Ancilla?
Maybe if you beat yourself up enough in front of them, they'll just go ahead and run in fear. Anyone who does that to themselves is definitely a danger.
I'm gonna turn to Sarah and say, this isn't a turf war. This is an extermination.
Jeez, getting brutal today, aren't we?
Pests on my block, and they're gonna be gotten rid of.
Although, to be fair, she was there first.
What is everybody with being children these days? I gotta go to bed at 12. I touched it first. That's not the way the world works, Sarah.
Hey, sometimes...
Lily said something mean about me and then touched my shoulder.
Yeah.
You kids need to grow up.
Maybe you're right. Maybe this is all a little bit childish, isn't it? Maybe you could try finding a way to be the better person here.
I mean, you could just
I'm not
talk.
sure what form that'd take, though.
You could just talk to her, maybe work something out.
Maybe we
share.
could have talked. But
Like
she
adults.
decided to make this bitch move. And now it's gonna go down a whole different way.
Now who's acting like a child?
Anyways, Jacob,
Yes?
you still have a pest problem?
Not tonight, actually. I think they've kind of retreated for now.
God damn it.
Sorry, but it's actually a little clean. There's maybe some roaches, but I'm not sure if those count.
I don't know how hungry a vampire can look, but I am looking very hungry. I'm down to 1 vitae. Down to 1
Jesus.
vitae. Yeah.
Well, you might want to fix something. Shoot.
Just to refresh my memory, was Adam calling anyone else in the group, or was Sarah about to do that?
I was planning on getting in touch with him at one point.
Okay. Yeah, I sort of interrupted you with Victor arrives.
Yeah, because I was hoping to feed on Jacob's place, because it's been a couple of times I've done it, but I guess that makes sense. I'm too good at it.
The rats got wise.
Not to mention Jacob lives there.
Yeah. Can't
You got all
support a
the
couple of
rats
people. Yeah.
Well, Sarah got fits in her pocket, so
No,
Skylight of a blood pack?
no.
Yeah, it literally would be one
Yeah.
Vitae. It was like, no, that's not enough.
Now, apparently they have 3 health, so they have 3 each.
I protectively put my hand in my pocket and just kind of like,
For all I know, Fitz got shot to death that night that Sarah got shot in the chest a couple of times.
exactly.
This is where the called shots come into play.
I aim for the mouse.
It's like a -5 penalty there.
I have like 7 defense, it's crazy. But,
Wow.
if you want to make that call to Adam and invite him over, then we can involve him in this.
Yes. I'm probably gonna do that, and so yeah, I'm gonna tell Victor to just hang on a moment and try not to, frenzy.
I mean, in a very real sense, I guess Lily has gotten her wish because Victor's not so much afraid to go back to the sewer. He just doesn't want to. He doesn't want to tip his hand like I don't want to go back to the sewer without food, or I don't want to go back to the sewer and then fall asleep and be killed.
Yeah, he's a little low on resources and maybe needs a plan here.
Oh yeah, but the idea being that I eat multiple animals, not just to
Yeah, I forgot,
Adam's post.
animals don't count as human blood necessarily, despite the, lethal damage.
Mm-hmm.
But presuming you make the call, Adam, you can arrive on the scene when you like.
Yeah,
Join the group.
I'll be there as soon as I can.
Okay. You arrive, you let in, and you have, like, a nice seat with, Jacob, who's now moved over to,
Greg is
sort of
with me,
old
by the way.
couch in his, sitting room.
I take Greg with me everywhere I go now. This is a
Alright, you
great
got your
game.
Greg in tow.
Yeah.
Oh, good, you brought food.
What? No.
You can clearly smell the scent of Vitae upon him. He is a ghoul.
I mean, blood is blood, right?
No.
Come
Leave
on,
Greg
help Victor
alone.
out here. He's starving.
Come on, I was already a snack once, I think. Kind of
More
fuzzy.
than once, Greg. More than once.
Oh no.
Don't worry.
It's fine.
I'll
We'll get you
con-
some orange juice.
I can give you a bit of my Vitae, Victor, if you want.
No.
So what are you guys all up to tonight, then?
Well, I was gonna propose if you guys wanted to get out of the city for a
Oh,
while.
we only met you.
Not that kind of proposal, big guy.
Go on.
But seeing as how Victor's in less than crummy shape here, I don't know if we want to risk that yet.
What did you want to do?
That mysterious R, guy who's been buying prone secrets from Starlight.
You know where he is?
I managed to track his cell phone activity. One
Perfect.
leads to a nearby blood bank. Small one.
That sounds very convenient, actually.
Yeah, we could actually get 2 birds with 1 stone there.
Let's do it. I had to hear no more.
Alright, well.
Okay. Well,
Second one is a mansion outside the outside city limits.
You think he still goes there?
I mean, if I had a mansion, I wouldn't just let that,
True. It is hard to pass up on mansion.
it will soon be ours.
And, I mean, unless he's gotten wise or someone's paid a visit.
I forgot about about this guy. There's a hit on him now. The crone wants him dead, or at
Does he
least
think he knows it? Or have they tried?
not know. I was planning on doing that myself, to be honest. He stole crone secrets, so he's dead meat.
Oh, that's funny coming from you. All right. Whatever,
I can
man.
have my way. I'm smart.
I mean, we already sold out one of your cronies. Ha! Cronies. I'm gonna start
not a
calling you guys
crone.
that.
But
Greg goes, "Ha! I get it."
Thank you.
I don't find it funny, and he's not one of ours. He's an outsider.
Right, well, just saying. Mage, vampire, mage kind of won there. But anyhow, that's all past. So we're working for the crones now. Is that it?
No, I'm just doing my job. But
All
don't
right.
expect me to leave him alive, or at least unscratched. He
Oh,
fucked
well,
with
hey,
us, and he fucked with the crown, so I'm
yeah,
just saying.
I am all for that, believe me.
Oh, and if you come across any secret of the crown he might have stolen, just tell me. It will be easier for.
I mean, how would I know it if I saw it?
Well,
I'm
if
guessing
you
it would
run
be an
into any
old parchment written in blood.
Yeah, if we
maybe.
run it into any occult shit or
I'm just
strange
saying, there's a lot
detail
of...
syringe.
You're talking to the other magic user of the group here. I'm just saying, how would I know something that I don't know versus something that's a secret?
Well, if you think you don't know and it's a secret, you come to me with it, and if it's a crown secret, then yeah.
It's very convoluted, Adam. Convoluted, Adam.
Not
So,
really, no.
when are we going to hit up that blood bank?
Yeah, let's go before you starve to death.
All right.
Or at least before I become so vicious that I lash out at one of you two.
How much
Hey,
VT are
with
you
that-
on right now?
He says with a grin.
I will post myself to chill Greg a bit. So
Me, I have one Vitae.
Ooh, yeah, you are starving.
Yes, I
You're
know. I'm
ravenous.
very hungry.
And you do have enough composure to at least not fret too much about it, but you do have to.
Oh yeah, no, I'm full of resolve and composure, so I'm not
Exactly.
super worried, but at the same time, something
If there
happens.
was anyone.
Greg, stay near me and behind me, please.
Oh, okay.
Because be rest assured, you could not get away from me.
All right.
Greg
Let's get
gulps in
the.
fear.
Let's not scare the meat bag, okay? Let's
Don't call him that. He's a girl now.
Yeah, technically he's mostly water.
You two are.
Greg
Just
kind of
let's
nods.
go.
He is sort of right. 70%. 90? Gosh, I gotta look at my facts again.
All right, to the blood bank then.
Alright. Jacob will offer up his beat-up car, and offer to drive everyone if they want. Or Greg and Adam can take their motorcycle. And
I will
Victor
take
could
the
run
mo-
if he wanted, but, a nice ride is always nice.
I
Sarah
will take
yells
the
shotgun.
motorcycle.
Greg drops to the ground and says, Where?
But ultimately, together, you all ride off to the location. There's a neon red sign at this location with a red cross and the words Blood Drive. It seems to be a bit out of the way and shabby, being tucked into its corner alleyway. Inside is a simple waiting room of white tile matched to green plastic chairs, with a receptionist on her phone, barely looking up at you as you step in. On the counter in front of her are forms for donating.
Yeah.
Real
right.
quick, before we actually walk in, I just is there are there like large glass doors that you can see through, or
No. It's a basic wooden door with kind of a foggy glass.
okay? So I guess that when we're in the inside, then I'm gonna turn to who brought us here. Was it Sarah?
Yep.
Yes.
I turn to Sarah and I say, "Is this enemy territory?"
Would I know this offhand if this was someone's domain?
You could use your cacophony sense to figure that out.
I will do that.
All
I mean,
right. You remember what
Probably
that
should have
roll
done that
was?
before we came here, but okay.
it's at least an important place for us, for our kind. So yeah,
Yeah,
try not to
intelligence and
burn the place down.
streetwise.
All right, you can go ahead and roll that. Adam, I believe you wanted to roll for scent.
Yep.
Let's see, what kind of roll do we make for that? Let's see. Do you remember the roll for smelling blood? I swear there was
Nope.
a particular one.
But I can sense blood and VtR. About 10 yards per blood potency, multiplying by my aspects dot. That's just leave it to 10. I think it's wits composure for something. Yes, wits composure.
Yes. So let's see. So you can roll Wits Composure. You have Bloodhound. I don't know if that gives you a particular bonus or just extends your senses.
It means I can pick up detail on the VtR without testing it, just by scent. I could tell what
Okay.
scent it is.
And you are addicted to Vitae right now. So
Yeah.
give me a +2 on that, and we'll go ahead and subtract 4 total from the roll. I'm sorry.
Oh,
You rolled a little fast while I was trying to
sorry.
describe. So
I
a
will.
total of -2 because you have +2 because you're addicted.
Oh. Well,
You could
Nothing.
willpower it.
yeah, well. Oh,
Hey, very nice.
3 successes.
Excellent. So we'll start at the top with Sarah.
Mhm.
You notice the distinguished marking indicating that this is a vampire's territory. Not anyone in particular, but you do pick up a few additional signs saying that this is a spot to trade. What, why, and how aren't really indicated in the symbol. But this is apparently a place people go to exchange something.